Of Penn in Philadelphia as we get ready for another evening of Hawkeye wrestling as the Hawkeyes taking on the host Penn Quakers in a dual meet. First time we've wrestled here since 2001, so it has been a bit. Stephen Gray saying thanks for joining us. Chad Beatty along for the ride this evening as he's filling in for Mark Ironside. Had some other things going on, so
here we go again.
Second time
I'm
this
back.
year. You're going to be jonesing for that. We're going to have to have a wrestle-off between you and Mark.
Oh, gosh. Man. Thankfully, I'm about 10 years younger than him. Maybe more
10?
than that.
You're more
20
than that.
years?
Nah,
that's
not
the
quite.
only chance I have is his hip breaks. That's all I got. Because he is a monster, as we all know.
That is for sure. As we get ready for things here tonight in the Palestra, I was doing a little bit of research, and Tom Brands was reading through this too. He was like, what is that thing that you've got there? It's just one of the tickets from the restaurant.
Yeah. Look at that.
And I've got some notes here that I took. This building was built in 1926-27.
It's beautiful,
when
by
it
the
first
way.
opened up. And a couple of interesting things. It is one of the first that used steel and concrete instead of wood. It's also one of the first that has big, long steel spans so that you don't have columns that are blocking sight lines.
Freestanding.
Part of the way.
Yeah. And if you guys can't see it, but it's beautiful. It's this big dome shape brick with windows. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really
it is
cool.
The oldest arena still in use in college basketball today.
That's what someone just told me. They said it's the oldest arena in the NCAA for any sport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Super cool.
And they have hosted more games, more teams, and more NCAA tournaments than any other arena in college basketball.
Wow, that's incredible.
If you walked
they
around,
could only fix the traffic getting here.
Yeah, it's like a 3-mile drive that took us 25 minutes. But
yeah,
if you walk around the concourse, and they've got just all kinds of pictures and history of teams and athletes and coaches that have taken part here. Fran McCaffrey, Iowa men's basketball coach,
really
played here at Penn back in the day.
See, I'm glad you did all this research.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and you can feel it. You can kind of feel the history here walking in this old building, and campus is really pretty. Yeah, it's really cool.
There
really,
was
really
a
neat
quote in one of the corners from Chuck Daly, used to coach the Pistons back in the Bad Boys days, back in the 80s, and he said that it's just one of those environments. It just encompasses you. You walk in and you feel the atmosphere, and it's just one of those areas that you don't normally see that when you get to a facility. It's great going to an event at Carver Hawkeye, some of these other Big Ten schools, but it's just some of the history and just the feel, and it's a little bit different and
It's a
really
little
cool.
bit different, and there's a lot of character in some of these newer buildings. They kind of feel stale or sterile, and this has none of that. The bleachers upstairs. I walked up the very top of the venue, which it's not a huge venue, but it's these old wooden plank, almost like fairgrounds style bleachers at the top, and it's just so cool. And they've done a nice job, keeping it updated, though. You can obviously tell they've worked hard at that. And we're excited to get it going here today. Hopefully we see some Hawkeye victories.
When it was built, it was the largest, or one of the largest arenas at the time. 8,700 capacity. You pull all the bleachers out.
Man, how far have we come?
Yeah. Now you go to places that are 17,000, 18,000, and those are small arenas. So.
Yeah.
But
I bet if this place is full, it would get loud.
Yeah.
It would be very ruckus.
Yeah. I bet there's some good acoustics. And
Oh, yeah. Well, they were bumping them
earlier
today, sending some messages to us, I think. It's good.
Well, like you alluded to, we do focus on more than just history, which is the wrestling match here. And first time since 2001 that we've wrestled in this facility. We wrestled Penn last year at Carver Hawkeye Arena, and Coach Roger Reyna, he was here for a long time, decided he was going to hang it up, left, and then, as is the case with so many coaches, still had that itch, came back. And, he's done a lot of good things. Obviously, an Ivy League school, there's a lot of restrictions in terms of scholarships and funding and whatnot. But for what he's got here, he's been able to put together a good program over the years. He's trying to get that reestablished here, and they would love nothing more than to come in, have the Hawkeyes come here and say, you know what, we knocked off a few of their guys, or even, hey, made it a heck of a dual meet and you had to scrap to the very end.
I mean, that's something that our guys need to, if they don't realize it, they should realize it really quick, is anytime you go out on the mat, you're going to get their best effort. So you have to be ready to go, and especially in an environment like this where the crowd is here to see them. And being able to put it on the line is so important, and I think our guys are ready. They look pretty poised. They look very focused as usual. We'll just see how they step out on the mat today and see if they get after it and send their own messages. You know, Brands talks about that a lot. Like, hey, let's don't just win, dominate, and let's send some messages. Don't win, 4-1, win 10-2. You know.
University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City-Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare is proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes. Well, I had a chance to track down the aforementioned Tom Brands outside of the Hawkeye locker room a little bit ago. We'll take a quick time out. We will come back and hear from him when we return. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
'Tis the season when you're in the mood for holiday music. Listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Leo 1360, Cedar Rapids Holiday Music Station.
Presented by Cedar Memorial. Everything for your family.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings Fantasy Sports.
Iowa State is set to face DePaul in Chicago tonight in college basketball's Big East Big 12 battle. The Cyclones looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. Football, Iowa's hoping to spoil Michigan's undefeated season in tomorrow night's Big Ten championship game at Lucas Oil Stadium. One spot in the college football playoff could be claimed tonight. Third-ranked Washington plays number 5 Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game in Las Vegas. I'm Doug Thompson.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yields. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Save big money in your next project right now at Menards. Always know who's at your door with a smart video doorbell from Fight Electric. From the delivery man to unwanted guests, see live video on your phone or smart device from anywhere and receive alerts when motion is detected. Pick one up today for $49.97 right now at Menards. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea. Price is good through December 3rd.
Boy, season's greetings to you all from Menards.
iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon and other Apple gifts. Save on your shopping.
For a limited time, trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium and iPad and Apple Watch SE with unlimited Ultimate. Additional terms and conditions apply. Act now. Visit Verizon.com.
I can't wait for what's next, even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, the Pixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Welcome back to the pre-meet. Time now for our talk with Hawkeye coach Tom Brands as we are here in the Palestra. The Hawkeyes taking on Penn here tonight. And Coach, back at it, another road trip out east. A lot of history out here, but what it boils down to is you got another team that's ready to come out here and wrestle 10 hard-fought matches.
Well, they're always ready, and we're in, Pennsylvania. And they got great fans here, and it should be fun.
A lot of excitement for this, as is the case anytime the Hawks come to town, and it's got to be exciting for these guys to be ready to put on a show in front of this road crowd.
Exciting's right, and you have an opportunity and win people over, win them over in your favor, and have them go home talking about your performance. And that favors the Hawks if we're ready.
Always building each and every week as we get closer to the new year and everything going from there. So looking forward to it. Thanks very much, folks.
Be ready. Time to go.
That's Hawkeye coach Tom Brands, presented by Pioneer. Pioneer brand corn hybrids deliver proven performance bag after bag. Contact your local Pioneer sales rep to learn how you can get the most out of your acres. Back with more of the pre-meet right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Prepare for an unforgettable season with buzzer beaters, crossovers, and electric plays that will leave you on the edge of your seats. The Iowa men's and women's basketball teams are back in action in Carver Hawkeye Arena. Help us rally behind Coach McCaffrey, Coach Bluter, and the Hawkeye teams as they fight for Iowa. Find team schedules, game times, tickets, TV providers, and more at HawkeyeSports.com. Get your family and friends together for some Hawkeye hoops. Carver Hawkeye Arena.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Lowe's knows how to save pros time and money. Right now, get up to 40% off vanities. And there's more. Get up to 50% off select tools and accessories from trusted top brands like DeWalt and Craftsman. Visit us in-store or online for more deals you can't beat. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. About 11:30 through 12:06. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Jefferson, touchdown! I'm Justin Jefferson with the Minnesota Vikings. Hi, I'm Jamar Chase with the Cincinnati Bengals. Nobody can stop him. Why do I choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because I only go all out. Because I can't be stopped. Because my Sleep Number smart bed helps me sleep at the right temperature all night.
So we can take our game to the next level. That's why 80% of NFL players choose the Sleep Number smart bed. Sleep next level, perform next level.
The all-new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is only $880. The lowest price ever. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Visit sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL.
National anthem in the books as we get ready for wrestling action here in the Palestra. The Hawkeyes and the Quakers of Penn starting things off at 125 pounds tonight. 15th ranked Drake Ayala, sophomore at 7-1, takes on either number 19 Max Gallagher, a freshman at 5-1, or Ryan Miller, a junior at 5-2. At 133, number 9 Brody Teske, the senior at 4-2, takes on either number 13 Michael Killeio, senior at 5-3, or Alex Almeida, a freshman at 7-0. At 141, top-ranked Real Woods, a senior at 3-0, takes on number 11 CJ Composto, a junior at 8-0. 149, number 15 Victor Voinovich, sophomore at 6-2, taking on number 24 Kelly Dunigan, a sophomore at 7-1. At 157 pounds, number 2 Jared Franek, a grad student at 8-0, takes on either Lucas Ravano, a senior at 4-4, or number 26 Jude Swisher, a freshman at 6-2. At 165, number 6 Mike Caliendo, sophomore at 7-1, takes KS Seaman. He is a sophomore at 4-3. At 174, number 14, Patrick Kennedy, the junior, at 1-0 against number 10, Nick Incontrera. He is a junior at 6-1. At 184, Aiden Riggins, a freshman, at 6-1, taking on Maximus Hale, a junior, at 6-2. At 197, number 22, Zach Glazier, a senior, at 7-0, takes on either Cole Yerbis, a senior, at 4-3, or number 26, Martin Cosgrove, a freshman, at 7-2. And we'll close it out at the heavyweights, Bradley Hill, a freshman, at 5-3, taking on John Stout, a senior, at 5-2. We will take one more quick timeout. We will be back with wrestling action. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Football is back. Stock up on your tailgate essentials with Local Craft Cellar. Local Craft Cellar in Cedar Rapids offers a large selection of craft beer, wines, and spirits, plus their giant selection of non-alcoholic beverages, untiled art, athletic brewing, and cannabis-infused social beverages from Climbing Kites. C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road. Local Craft Cellar, largest selection of craft beer in the area, and so much more.
This is Monica from Monica's in Coralville. Randy trusted Seth Sauer and me for decades. Over the years, we've learned from his work ethic, generosity, and courage. We made a strong team because he was a great coach. We are honored to carry on his legacy and will not change the Monica's playbook, Italian specialties, and American favorites made from authentic ingredients, prepared and served by a caring staff. Like athletes, we will never forget our great coach. Thank you for your continued support. And of course, go Hawks!
Want to save time and transportation costs? This is Coralville Mayor Megan Foster. Leave the driving to us. Ride the Coralville bus. For $1, Coralville Transit can take you to work, to the mall, to the hospital, even downtown Iowa City. Day or night, the Coralville bus is on the go. The real-time bus app tells you when your bus will arrive. Park and ride options are available too. Leave the driving to us and ride the Coralville bus. For more information, visit coralville.org.
To Robbie Hardware, solar done right means experience, reliability, and long-term energy production. That's why every Robbie solar system is designed and installed by licensed and skilled electricians. Plus, our solar professionals explore all tax credits, grants, and local incentives available to you so you can get the greatest possible savings and return on investment. When you want solar done and done right, visit RobbieSolar.com, RABE Solar.com.
Welcome back to the Palestra. Stephen Grace, Chad Beatty, as we get ready for our first match of the evening. Drake Ayala out pacing around. He'll be taking on number 19, Max Gallagher, a freshman with a 5-1 record. We are down Matt side tonight, so we got a good little vantage point here as we are underway. Ayala coming off that big bounce-back win against Terrakina of Iowa State last week. Front head, looks for a shot, can't get it. Reshot right there by Gallagher. Gets pretty deep on Drake. Drake trying to throw a whizzer in.
He's doing a good job here being heavy on that whizzer as he's wrestling down this leg here.
Only one hand on the leg right now.
Drake came out right away with a really heavy hand fight. He took a shot of his own, and then the other guy darted in on him.
Drake's back out front now, and he's got the hips on the back of the head.
Doing a good
job.
job.
Through the crotch and holds on for the stalemate.
It's a good stalemate there. Smart wrestling.
Back to action. Drake right away drops down to a knee, waiting for Gallagher to come across to him. Now he gets his hand up, right hand on the collar. Snaps into a front headlock. Almost looked like he had an angle there.
Yeah, it looks like
switch off to a 2-on-1.
Going for a drag there, then transitions into a Russian.
Minute off the clock here in the first. Half attempt there by Gallagher as he changed levels. Ayala just throws those arms down, blocks it, keeps the hands on him.
Drake does a really good job staying down in his stance, constantly kind of touching the mat, checking his stance as he's working again for this Russian tie.
Snapped into the front headlock and then came up with that. Looked like he was going back to the drag off of that time, but it's Gallagher, number 19, 5-1 record as a freshman.
Drake is really doing a good job staying on him here early in this first period.
Another attempt from Gallagher from ways away. Drake counters back up into that 2-on-1. Gallagher clears out of it. Minute 20 to go here, first period, no score.
Very high pace here for both these guys. Good hand fight and movement. Good shot there by Drake, but didn't get to it.
Tapped the head and went to a sweep. 1 minute on the clock. Kind of interesting. They just have the one scoreboard clock across the way from us, so neither bench can really see it.
Yeah,
I think you can look up and see kind of the live stream up on the big screen, but I know that's one of the things that Coach Brand's always looking for is where do we see what the...
Again, Drake going to a single here from a Russian tie. He's on a deep single leg, up on his feet.
Gets down to the ankle, trying to dump him down, looking to cut across to that far hip. Can't. Whizzer thrown in by Gallagher. He stands back up with it.
Wrestling
got it under.
backside.
Now he gets across to the other side. No, they wave it off. Now he picks him up,
Good
dumps him
job.
down, and gets the three.
Really great job there, dumping him backwards onto his butt, onto his hip to get that three-point takedown. Now he's riding here. If he can ride out the period, it's huge.
Only 17 seconds left.
And the kid's head is on the mat. Drake's doing a good job
trying to
driving
lever
forward.
the triceps. Now Gallagher up to his feet, almost gets that hand control, and gets the escape with 4 seconds left.
That's tough. Dang it. That's all right, though. He's building. He's building here. That's okay.
He's got 20 seconds riding time. He's going to start down.
3-1 to start the second period with just a little bit over 20 seconds of riding time, it looks like. They have the weight wrong up there on that scoreboard.
Yeah, they've got Testy Killeio up there on the stream. Reach over and tell Joey McKenna that.
I know. Hey, Joey.
So Drake does start down, gets up to his feet, gets hooked up, thrown back down to the mat, reestablishes the base right away into a tripod.
Guy's trying
Reaching
to go
up, peels
claw.
that hand out,
Good
gets
job.
out.
Nice work.
4-1 is the lead now for Ayala.
Drake's wearing his black and red Fort Dodge wrestling shoes again today. I noticed those last week at Iowa State.
Going old school.
He's going old school. The pace is slowed a little bit here, but Drake is still engaging, going forward. He leads 4-1.
Minute 20 on the clock, second period. First match of the night, starting at 125. There's an attempt by Gallagher. Drake into a front headlock. Gets that left arm buried. Pulls it out. Moving as he tried to get by. He stood flat-footed and allowed Gallagher to get on that leg right there.
He's trying that slide by, or not slide by, but kind of like an elbow pass, and he passed him right to the opposite side leg, and now he's in on a deep shot. He's kind of got a shin whizzer here, fighting this position hard.
Trying to get back out front. Same spot they were in the first period.
Drake's in a very good position here to either stalemate this or get out front, and he stalemates
stalemate. 49 seconds to go. Second period, 4-1 is the lead for Ayala. Stand on that knee as he waits for Gallagher to come across. Now gets him up into those collar ties.
Gallagher's he's a little bit shorter than Drake. He's kind of a stocky build.
There's Drake, high crotch, left-handed high crotch. Couldn't hang on to it, though.
Didn't seem like he fully committed to that shot. I think if he fully commits there, he definitely gets it. I could tell he's kind of being calculated. He's being very calculated here, so he must feel something.
Shot by Gallagher missed, and a reattempt almost got around behind, but Gallagher able to square back up with us. No points. Good action from both guys there. Final 10 seconds here, the second period. And it will be a 4-1 lead for Ayala as we go to the third. Gallagher will have his choice. He'll start down.
Ryan Morningstar's telling him, ride him. Which he needs to get some riding time here.
False start on Drake. Tapped the elbow. Didn't stay set. Right away, Gallagher up to his feet. Kept that left arm back. He gets out for the escape, so that makes it 4-2. And this is where that escape at the end of the first period starts to loom a little bit bigger with those three-point takedowns.
That's right. Crowd is definitely getting into this match here early.
Half attempt there by Gallagher. A little short
Good
drag
hustle
attempt
here.
and then a front headlock go behind, dumped him down, gets up over the hips,
There's
and
another
three
three-point
takedown.
Nice job. Very good hustle there to get to that corner. Is Drake Ayala. Now he's putting on a tough ride. He's got a deep claw, kind of hanging off to the other side.
Gallagher up to his feet, cut him, let him go, makes it 7-3. Minute 7 to go in the match. 28 seconds towards riding time for Ayala, so that's not a factor.
that snap that he's working on here. He snapped and then kind of shucked him to the side. That was really, really good.
There's taps ahead, gets sweep attempt. Couldn't hang on to it. Again, a couple of these shots, there he snaps again into that front head, trying to hustle around behind. Reshot attempt there, and Gallagher gets back around behind, and we get taken down for 3. Makes it 7-6.
That's tight.
Quick escape makes it 8-6.
34 seconds left.
Like you said, he was hustling there trying, but he just wasn't moving the feet the correct way.
That's right. He just kind of got a little bit sloppy there.
Gets called for stalling as they go out of bounds, head back to the center, 26 seconds to go.
Similar to that Oregon State duel where he was just kind of let off the gas there for a second. Now this kid's right back in this match. He has a little bit of confidence and a fan behind him with 15 seconds left here. Drake's doing a good job hand fighting, staying down in his stance.
He's going to get called for stalling again as they're right on the edge. That'll make it 8-7. But Ayala is going to hang on and get the win by a score of 8-7. Puts the Hawkeyes on top 3-0.
That was tight.
Take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hi, Hawkeye fans. This is Nelson Brands, West High alum and current Hawkeye wrestler. The Brands family has trusted Dodge Street Tire for longer than I've been alive. Whether it's tires for our trucks and cars or expert mechanical service, Dodge Street Tire are winners in our book. That's why we trust Brian and his crew to do it right. For more than 30 years, Dodge Street Tire has been tough as nails for the Brands family and our community. Dodge Street Tire on the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey Hawkeye fans, this is Monica from Monica's. Randy always told Chef Sal and me that family comes first. So I'm here with my son to invite you to stop by before or after your favorite university event. We are proud of our Hawkeye coworkers, including Sal's daughter, Miss Sarah, and hope you know that if you are headed to Carver or Hampshire, our awesome food, full bar, and Monica's family await. We hope to see you soon. And what do you say, Meyer?
Go Hawks!
Hit a deer? Call Premier. Premier Automotive in North Liberty is Eastern Iowa's most trusted name in auto body repair. Our premier reputation is built on providing superior customer service, accurate estimates, and high-quality work. Our experienced staff guarantees your vehicle is restored and back on the road in no time. Premier Automotive in North Liberty or online at premierautoiowa.com. Drive safely, but if you hit a deer, call Premier.
Hi, this is Coralville City Administrator Kelly Hayworth with a friendly hello and a reminder to buy local. By doing so, you make Coralville a better place. We appreciate that you eat, shop, stay, and do business in Coralville. Your dollars are important. They support local jobs and local businesses. In our neighborly establishments, personal service and exceptional quality are points of pride. Coralville is ready for you. Thank you for eating, shopping, and doing business in Coralville.
Welcome back to the Palestra as we move to 133 pounds. Jace Rhodes gets the nod for the Hawkeyes tonight, the freshman out of Mason City. And he's taking on number 13 in the country, Michael Killeio, senior with a 5-3 record. Rhodes actually in on a shot right there. Getting his head buried, though.
He's kind of extended on this single leg, hit inside, shot. As the UPenn guys just kind of draped over top. No change, stalemate.
Stalemate, 1:55 to go here in the first.
Hey, Jace Rhodes, man, we have not gotten a chance to see him a lot this year, but, man, does he have a motor. The guy goes.
A nice quick shot by Killeio. Elevates it high and takes him down for 3. Rhodes trying to switch. Killeio driving forward, though, with that leg. Now he's got a wing, it looks like, on the left side.
Yep, Rhodes is here battling this leg in on his right side. He's on his belly. Guy's working on a bar. Doing a good job defending both, but having a hard time building up to a base here.
It's Killeio senior. He's been around, NCAA qualifier. Rhodes working onto his hip. Trying to get that arm bar out, does. Now see if he can get that leg cleared out. Works up to his base. Killeio comes around on the side. Trying to pull that right wrist out. 45 seconds to go. Riding time at a minute.
He's all the way off to the side here, working on like this wing. And he's kind of pulling it into a precarious situation here where it could be potentially dangerous, but they stalemate it, so he'll get a restart here, which is good. He's got 36 seconds here to get up.
36 on the clock, 1:09 riding time. Killeio of Penn leading 3-0 against Iowa's Jace Rhodes. Right away, drives forward and gets him down onto his belly. Rhodes builds his base. Killeio into that claw. Back around on the right side.
This is clearly the position he wants to be in.
Oh, yeah.
On top for sure. Jace Rhodes is just doing everything he can to not get turned here. Like I said, his pace is high, and he's just got to be able to get to his own offense when he gets back on his feet here.
3-0 as we go to the second period. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Killeio, kind of surprising, chooses down here to begin the second period. I figured he might take top, but...
Yeah, he's got a minute 43 riding time, minute 41 here, and Rhodes kicks him 4-0. Terry Brand's instructing him, hey, don't wait, get to his legs early.
Keep your hands down. I mean, you saw how quick he is.
Yeah, he's fast. He likes to dart in, so getting your hands on him, getting rid of that space is really, really important to a guy like this. Smother him. There's another good shot by Rhodes.
Can't get all the way to the leg. Comes
double
up now. He's got
unders.
double unders. They go out of bounds. Stalling on Penn for backing out.
That's great. Great call there. Definitely avoiding action.
Minute 20 to go now, second period. Rhodes for the Hawkeyes. Iowa leading 3-0. An attempt by Killeio, but down blocked by Rhodes.
Rhodes doing a good job here, hand fighting. Not a lot of offensive attacks here in this second period, but he's doing a good job. Oh,
there's a shot again by Penn. Gets in pretty deep. We're trying to get the toe of the mat. Tries to cut off to the double. We're still hopping around, throwing that whizzer in.
All the way to the edge of the mat here. Rhodes does a really good job backing his leg out of there. Nice work. Really, really good defense there by Rhodes.
Home crowd wanting a stall call there, but
definitely action. Definitely action. He took it. He drove him to the edge. Definitely not a stall, in my opinion.
Four 0 is the lead for Penn. Killeio. Minute 41 of riding time against Iowa's Jace Rhodes. 20 seconds to go in the second period.
Digging an underhook again by Rhodes, and he's taking him to the edge. He clears, and now they're still hand fighting out in front of each other.
Rhodes doing a better job keeping those hands low as Killeio's been able to get in pretty deep a couple of times. It will be 4-0 as we go into the third period. Rhodes has got to go neutral here.
Yeah. Neutral. Here we go. Third period. Pace is huge here. He's got to be able to move his hands, move his body to get to an opening. And he can't wait. There's a nice slide by.
Gets in, head to the inside. Killeio, though, able to get back out front, squaring those hips up.
Squares, and now we're all the way at the edge of the mat here. We'd like to get out of bounds and get a restart.
There's a stalemate.
Good stalemate call there by the official.
Tom Brand's telling Rhodes, you're there. You're there.
Yeah, he did a really nice job with the heavy snap and then moved him with a little arm pass and then just missed that leg attack. But he's moving him really, really well, especially a guy that's...
There's a stall call against Rhodes as Killeio gets in on a shot.
It's the first stall warning here.
Front headlock, a duck attempt by Killeio. Tries to get around behind. We throw the whizzer in. He tries to step over it. We stand up, get
nice
back out
job.
front, square
good
up.
Good wrestling.
And we try to get back around behind and cannot get there.
very close to scoring points here, but he almost gave up a takedown. The kid was trying to step all the way over and put his leg in, and he came out the back door all the way up on his feet, and his head was down, and he just didn't take advantage of it. But, man, he's wrestling
Double
hard
cuts
here.
off to a single, but he gets flattened out, trying to suck that leg back in. Same spot we've been with Killeio just crushing our head right here.
Extended on a single with no real chance to come up.
Stalemate, 37 on the clock. Riding time is secured, so in essence right now Killeio leads 5-0.
He's got to get one here early so we need to get two. He's essentially down. He's down 5-0. He's really evading action here. The Penn guy.
Rhods stumbles a little bit as Killeio faked. Able to reset. Now he gets in. Oh, got to an ankle, but Killeio kicks out.
Low double, but just again missed it. I mean, he was there on 5-6 shots tonight and just couldn't finish. But a good effort by Chase Rhods.
5-0 the final score. Ties the matchup at 3. We'll be back right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Prepare for an unforgettable season with buzzer beaters, crossovers, and electric plays that will leave you on the edge of your seats. The Iowa men's and women's basketball teams are back in action in Carver Hawkeye Arena. Help us rally behind Coach McCaffrey, Coach Bluter, and the Hawkeye teams as they fight for Iowa. Find team schedules, game times, tickets, TV providers, and more at HawkeyeSports.com. Get your family and friends together for some Hawkeye hoops. Carver Hawkeye Arena.
We move to 141 pounds from the Palestra. The only match that you've got history here. Real Woods, number 1, taking on number 11, CJ Composto, a junior at 8-0. 2 years ago, when Real was still at Stanford, beat him by Tech Fall at the NCAA tournament.
Okay. I was just going to say, I just get excited watching Real Woods wrestle. He is just fun, and he's a competitor. He walks around with this swagger. I love it. I love it when he takes the mat.
Comes out into a front headlock situation. Coming around, almost like he's trying to get that Merkle. Yes. But he's over top the head. Comes around on the side. Gets around behind for the 3.
Yeah,
I almost said 2. I was close.
You didn't, though.
I did 3.
3-point takedown. And now he's got a really good right on arm lever, or head lever, and working to get to his tilt.
Looking to get that wrist trapped. Composto reaching back, trying to peel that out. Gets that chicken wing in. Trying to reinforce it down underneath there.
Yeah, he's got it locked. I think he's ready to roll here. He's just got to drive forward.
Composto doing a good job using that left arm to reach back and keep Real from being able to reinforce that. Real peels that free, reaching across. Now trying to use his knee to post it in. Can't get it, so now he pulls the wing back over to the near side, pulling him over. Getting a little low on the arm, so he switches off to just an arm bar.
Guy's just laying on his belly here as Real is trying to work for a turn. I'm surprised he hasn't thrown up a stalling call yet. He's been pretty good so far in this duel, this official, for throwing that stuff up.
Halfway through the first period, 3-0 is the lead for Real Woods. He's got over a minute of riding time already.
He's just kind of sitting right on top with an arm bar and just couldn't get it over.
Get a stalemate blown, so get a fresh start. $1:19 to go in the first, 1:12 of riding time. Posto set, Woods covers. Right away, throwing that deep waist on the left side, trying to chop that right arm. Composto staying at his base, Real capping the ankle. Trying to drive the forehead into the triceps on the right side.
Yep, head lever. Very typical Real Woods here.
And there he's able to flatten him down with it. Gets the arm up onto the back again. Composto hanging onto his left hand as Real trying to find a way to do something with it. Gets the arm up onto the back as Composto balls up. There's the stall call. Woods throws him back down, throws the chicken wing back in. Reaching that left arm across, trying to get that far wrist where the wing is to see if he can reinforce it across. Composto actually grabs his hand with grabs Real's hand with his own.
Yeah, he's just not making a lot of progress right here.
Now Woods pulling that wing back over to the left side, trying to drive his forearm into the back of the head, seeing if he can find some leverage there. Lost the wing. 15 seconds to go here in the first. Comes back around to the right side.
Just be smart here in this period on top, and then we'll go back to work here in this second period. But Real does a really nice job of controlling this first period. It was all him the whole time.
Throughout
Really
the Iowa Corn
nice
Cyhawk
job.
Series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination, both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa. Woods starts down, quickly up to his feet, hand control out for the escape.
3 seconds.
Gives
3
him
seconds.
a 4-0 lead. There he taps, looks for that sweep. Composto sprawls back. Woods now comes up. He's got underhook on the right side, trying to get that double under. Composto doing anything he can to keep that wrist from getting there.
He is just surviving. Real is dictating everything. I love it.
Composto tries a carry off of that and back to the same spot where we were.
Little Iranian go behind here where he steps up high with his leg and then goes behind the guy's tricep. You see it a lot in freestyle.
Unable to get behind him. Composto able to throw that arm out. Now Woods comes up, double unders, throws around,
just
almost got
horsing
to
him.
the side.
Just horsing him.
Right
here.
on the edge. Tries to foot sweep him, and they go out of bounds.
A little sloppy there, but that's all right.
I think he got sloppy just on the edge.
Trying to make something happen, and that's why I love watching Real. Because he goes out and he wants to score as many points as he can.
Minute to go, second period. Woods on top, 4-0. He's got 2:29 riding time.
Real kind of talked about that last week after that Iowa State duel, just saying, that match is not indicative of what I'm about and what I want to do. I want to go out and score points every single time. And I think tonight he's really trying to, I don't know if redemption is the right word, but he's really pushing every position here tonight.
Half attempt there by Composto, but Woods able to sprawl back. Now he's up into that 2-on-1 Russian tie. Right on the edge. Pulls him all the way down to the mat. Lost the 2-on-1. 20 seconds to go. Woods taps the head. A couple of fakes. Yeah, it looks like this period's going to come to an end. Woods tries a low single right there, but couldn't follow through with it. And it will be 4-0 Real as we go into the third.
Neutral. He chooses neutral.
4-0, 2:29 of riding time. Starting on our feet here in the third period.
A lot of fakes from space here. Not a lot of tying up. A lot of jabs, kind of jabs and snaps from space and then separates. Neither guy is really penetrating here to a leg.
Yeah. It's one thing we've noticed about Real. Mark and I talk about, a lot of times he comes out like he's shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
And then maybe coasts just a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I think it just. People just get stickier and stickier.
Yeah.
I think they're not actually sticky, but just like they're way more tactful. They want to let it. They want these matches to drag out with Real because of that. I think that's a tactical thing that he is going against every single time he goes out. Because people know, like, hey, I need to keep this close, otherwise it can get out of hand.
Woods taps the head, swipes at the leg. He's really going more sideways than trying to penetrate. 40 seconds to go.
I'd love it if he got a takedown here and got a major.
Yeah. 30 on the clock. Riding time is secured, so it's a 5-0 lead for Real.
A lot of fakes, a lot of taps, not a lot of full attacks. There's a low single.
Split in the middle on it, trying to come through the back door. 10 seconds left. Composto hanging on to our ankle. Woods trying to turn back into him.
Comes to his feet. His leg is right in his chest. No takedown.
So it will be a 5-0 win for Real Woods. Puts the Hawkeyes on top 6-3. Quick timeout. Back with more from Philly. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Wow, what a huge hit.
Well, not as huge as the craft beer selection at local craft cellar.
Looking for the largest selection of craft beer in the area? You'll find it all at Local Craft Cellar. On top of their massive selection of craft beer, wine, and spirits, Local Craft Cellar also stocks brats, jerky, bacon, and more from Edgewood Locker Meats, C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road. And online at localcraftcellar.com. That's localcraftcellar.com.
Back in Philadelphia at the Palestra, we move to 149 pounds. Victor Voinovich for the Hawkeyes taking on Andy Trzinski. Not one of the guys listed, a sophomore.
Big kid. He's tall, big frame. Victor with no knee brace on today, just a sleeve. And his abs have abs. The guy is yoked. He is so strong.
We got here, and it's always interesting when you're on the road trying to figure out where everything is, and the wrestling room is just on the other side of this facility. And so he came out from getting ready. He's like, where's the wrestling room? That's the first I've really been around him or talked to him very much.
He's such a nice guy.
It's quiet, very soft. There he takes a sweep, comes up into an underhook.
Yeah, he is a very, very good young man.
We got over to where the hallway was. He's like, oh, I think I know where it is now. It's just up here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just thank you.
He's just a good person. He elevates the team in that way. I love him.
See him get some offense here. He struggled a little bit against Oregon State, was able to come back. Struggled a little bit last week against Swiderski. Love to get him back on the winning way and get some confidence going for him.
Absolutely.
1:45 to go, first period.
I think all of our Hawks so far have definitely came out ready to wrestle, and Victor's no different here. He's already he has the center of the mat here. He's already pushing the pace and getting this guy's hand fight, wearing him down already. You can already kind of tell he's slowing down.
Takes a double attempt, comes up over-under situation. Deep underhook right there by Trzinski. On Victor's right side, and they're going to stalemate it. 1:12 on the clock. First period, 6-3 is the team score in favor of the Hawkeyes. Team's been trading decisions. There's a pop to a low single attempt by Trzinski for Penn. Voinovich kept the arms down, though. There he comes, nice left-handed high crotch, gets him draped up over the back. Trzinski diving back, grabbing our ankle. Voinovich trying to elevate, see if he can turn back in. Now probably going to just hold on for the stalemate.
Yeah, he did a nice job coming up initially right away, but then he snuck down and grabbed that ankle. And
like you said, this Trzinski's a little bit taller.
He's long, very long. He's got to be 3 inches taller.
Oh, easily.
Victor.
35 on the clock, first period. Snap by Victor.
Heavy pulling snap.
We'll see kind of how things go, but so far it feels like Trzinski's leading that right leg.
Yeah.
And if he can get a nice right-handed collar tie and just pull that ankle pick should be there. And as I say that, Trzinski tries an ankle pick of his own. We try to throw an underhook by to a high crotch, but Trzinski just steps out of it.
Yeah, Victor's shooting to his back leg here, so he's going to really, if he's going to continue to go to that leg attack, he's got to get him stepping heavy.
No score as we go to the second. Voinovich defers, so Penn goes neutral. Taps the head, tries reaching for that high crotch, but again, Trzinski keeping that left leg back.
Yeah, their coaching staff was auto neutral.
Yeah.
They didn't even think about it. It was neutral.
I think that's one thing that Victor struggled with the last 2 weeks is he hasn't really – that's where he's strong, is in that top position. He hasn't been able to do it very much. But that's where if he can get his leg attacks, get some offense going, and then be able to work from there.
seasons that they have seasons. I mean, there's parts of the season where something's really, really clicking and working well for you, and other parts of the season where sometimes it can slow down. So Tom talked about it a lot. Like, you have to just make it work.
Yeah.
You have to make your stuff work.
There's a double leg.
Even in the downtime, right? Which is hard to do. It's hard to do. It's hard to be good every single time out. But that's what our guys are asked to do because of the team that they're on. And that's why we love it.
Inside of a minute to go, second period, still no score.
Victor with an overtie. Little elbow pass there.
Headgear comes unsnapped, so they stop it momentarily for Trzinski to get his chin strap back on.
Again, Victor moving forward right off the whistle.
So now if you're Victor going third period, do you choose top, knowing that they weren't confident? Or do you go underneath, knowing that these guys are leg riders too?
Yeah, not sure. Not sure. And that's
nice
a nice
high crotch, gets a stall call.
Very deep high crotch, but the guy is tall and lengthy and he's able to drape over
Look at that,
top.
he's cutting off almost to that double.
Yes.
But he's locked through our crotch and rolls us through before time runs out. And it will be scoreless as we go to the third. Tom Brands right away up, tells Victor, you go down.
Come on, Victor.
Scoreless through the first two periods.
Come on, Victor.
Voinovich gets set. Trzinski covers. Victor, tripod, up to his feet, out for the escape.
Nice job right away.
First
tripod stand up.
First points of the match. 3 seconds into the third period. 1-0 is the lead for Voinovich.
And again, this pace continues. Victor's doing a good job here. Hand fighting, getting this guy to move a little bit. He's just got to find that opening. And obviously finish clean because this guy is sticky. He's long. So got to be able to
stop action as Trzinski took a finger to the eye. I'm not sure if he's got a contact that's loose. He's heading over to the bench.
I think part of it's oxygen.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Back to action here. 1:26 to go in the third. 1-0 is the lead for Voinovich.
So what just happened is sometimes they have times where, like, if you lose a contact and it's a quick thing and then they don't call injury time, right? But that was a little bit longer of a break, and they did not call injury time, so it didn't give Victor an opportunity for choice. And Tom was not super happy about that with the official. So a little bit of game playing happening.
Yeah. Victor comes across. He's got double unders. Now cuts off, gets to that high crotch again, left-handed.
Same
but
position.
Again, he dives over top, draped through our legs. We're trying to get that head over the top of or in between the leg. Trzinski.
He's completely draped with his head on the mat, and his leg is straight out and over top of Victor's head.
Victor trying to turn into him here.
You got to watch that knee, though, of Victor as his toes pointing outward here.
Victor still turning into him. 20 seconds to go in regulation. Now they're going to stop it.
I'm glad they stopped that, even though we missed that scoring opportunity. That knee, I did not like how that was going.
20 seconds remains. There's a shot by Trzinski. First getting back up into a body lock situation. Victor able to clear out of it. 10 seconds to go. Trzinski, most action that he's seen all night.
Yes. Shot out
does
of
it
a
in the last
here.
20 seconds.
Nice
and we
job.
get in on the shot right at the end. Not going to finish it, but we will win the match by a score of 1-0. Hawkeyes go on top 9-3. Back right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
In the spirit of the season, WMT is helping to stuff the bus with toys, blankets, clothes, and cash donations for the benefit of the less fortunate in Lynn County through the Southeast Lynn County Community Center. Join WMT's Randy Lee at Bauman & Company in downtown Mount Vernon Tuesday, November 28th, where we'll broadcast live from 9 to 11 a.m., take donations, and talk to donors and community leaders. Help us make the holidays a little brighter for the children of Lynn County at Stuff the Bus on November 28th at Bauman's in Mount Vernon. Donations will be accepted through December 2nd.
157 pounds to the mat in the Palestra. Stephen Grayson, Chad Beatty.
Hey.
Jared Franek for the Hawkeyes will be taking on Jude Swisher, number 26 in the country, freshman with a 6-2 record. Hawks lead by a score of 9-3.
Franek's family's here tonight, actually, which is kind of fun for him. Oh, nice ankle pick.
Yep, we couldn't hang on to it, though. These Penn guys are flexible.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Their tactics are really making it tough on our Hawks.
Nice headlock, or front headlock into a knee tap. Comes up with an underhook on the right side.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of slowing us down and being really, really hard to score on. They're picking their spots. Like that last match, the guy didn't do anything for 6 minutes and 50 seconds, and then the last 10 we get a spurt. So that's how these guys wrestle. They wrestle in spurts, and we have to take advantage of getting in on our shots. We've been in on the legs multiple times tonight and just haven't scored.
There's a nice little pass by. I don't know if Jared slipped a little bit or something, but went all the way to his knees, was able to scramble and square back up.
Yeah, did a good job wrestling through that position, even though it wasn't very good for him.
1:40 to go here in the first. Franek, right-handed collar, clears out. Comes in for that low ankle again. Swisher able to keep the hands low. Sensed that one coming. Mark and I always talk about shot percentage. There's another shot by Franek. Couldn't get it.
He's got a deep underhook here on this left side.
Left side.
To a pass by. Now he's into a front headlock.
Locking the hands with that front head situation. Trying to work him back down to the mat. Now just clears out of it.
Yeah, the shot percentages are not very high tonight. Not very high, but sometimes coming in these environments, we had a long day of travel yesterday. Now we're wrestling today. These guys know how to wrestle. We're in the state of Pennsylvania. They know how to wrestle here.
30 seconds to go, first period. No score at 157 pounds. Franek for the Hawkeyes gets to the ankle this time.
Low double right through his face, and he switches off to a single.
Gets up high with it. He's got it underneath the armpit, reaching across. Somersault attempt there.
Nice job. He stopped
Swisher.
the roll
we
there.
Stuff the roll and get the legs for the three.
Really good job of stuffing that.
14 seconds left. This would be big to be able to ride him out here into a sit-out.
He's got to keep him down here.
And he cannot.
Missed opportunity again. Doggone it.
3-1 Franek as we go to the second period. Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl tour, is proud to announce that Hawkeye football is bowl eligible. Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited is Iowa's leaders for game tickets, air travel, and hotel. Sign up to automatically receive official bowl travel information at hawkeyesports.com/bowl central. Good luck to Coach Ferentz and the Hawkeyes tomorrow in the Big Ten Championship game. We will know Sunday the bowl destination for the Hawkeyes for sure. Started the second period at 157 pounds. Franek chooses down. Slowly works his way up. Gets the hand control, and he's out for the escape. So that gives him a 4-1 lead. Back to action here on our feet.
This guy is also sizingly big. He looks a lot bigger than Franek, doesn't he?
Yes.
Tall, broad shoulders. Similar to look as that other guy from Penn.
Franek doing a good job trying to control those ties. Looking Looking for that underhook on the left side, controlling the other wrist. Swisher, though, able to swim up out of that. Minute to go, second period. Franek for the Hawkeyes leading 4-1. Iowa 9, Penn 3 is the team score. Franek cleared tie. Looked like he was in a good spot right there to get that foot, but he was, again, going more sideways than trying to follow through with something. There, underhook throws by, and Swisher able to get around, almost all the way around behind, but again, Franek wrestled through it, squared back up, no points scored.
Really good timing there for both guys. Franek took a really good shot, but the other guy just kind of jumped around and almost got a takedown for himself. But like you said, Franek just really hustled out of that position, which is what you need to do.
15 to go here in the second. 4-1 is the lead for Franek. Riding time not a factor. This little slap to the face right there by Swisher. I could hear that one over my headsets.
I love it, yeah.
4-1 as we go to the third. Swisher looks over to the bench. Tyler Berger, former Nebraska guy, tells him, you go down. And right away does a good job, works his way up to his feet, gets the hand control, and he gets the escape. 4-2 is the lead now for Franek. Could use a takedown here just to feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's another good low double shot. He's made that attempt like 3 times tonight.
Reshot attempt there by Swisher. We were able to sprawl back into a front headlock.
Get to that corner. Hustle. Now they're both on his feet, kind of a standing front head.
There, both guys fall. Shot attempt by Swisher, and Franek sprawled back. I think they both kind of slipped and went to the mat. Swisher definitely picking up his pace a little bit here in this last minute 15. Franek with a big snap. A couple of times that I've seen Franek here, Chad, he takes some of these shots and he stops and he's caught on his knees. And that's where Swisher's been able to almost get around behind him on that. It's like he stops just momentarily or something.
Yeah, it's like they're not – a couple of our guys just aren't fully committing to those attacks. And it's making them susceptible to a lot of stalemates and a lot of these easy go-behinds here.
Shot by Swisher from a ways away. Franek sprawls back into a front head situation. Stalemate, 19 on the clock. Move your feet, Franek. 4-2 is the lead. Circling, staying in the center there.
Yeah, Franek is hand fighting hard here, staying in the center, hands down, very smart. Clean wrestling.
He will get the win by a score of 4-2.
We're definitely not putting on a huge show, though.
No.
For these fans out here.
For sure.
And now we're going to a break. Hopefully we come back from this break with a little bit more zest to finish off this duel.
12-3 is the lead for the Hawkeyes. Quick timeout. We'll be back with your intermission. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at Carver Hawkeye Arena because it's Iowa basketball season. The holidays are the perfect time to gather your family and friends to cheer on the Hawkeyes. Great ticket options are available. From single game tickets to group plans, there's no better time to cheer on the Hawkeyes and enjoy an Iowa basketball game at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Find the team schedules and explore ticket options by visiting HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Philadelphia and the Palestra. We are at the intermission. The Hawkeyes leading by a score of 12-3. Winning 4 out of the 5 matches here in the early going. And Chad, like you said right before the break, though, I mean, we were winning, but definitely not lighting up the scoreboard or putting on a show, just wrestling some tight matches.
Yeah, they're very tight. They look timid. It's just this isn't what they're capable of. They're capable of scoring so much more points. I mean, I see it all the time. People see it all the time with our guys, and tonight is just not one of those nights where we're not lighting up the scoreboard, and I don't know the reason for that.
Like you say, hopefully we can pick things up, turn it around here a little bit after the intermission. Speaking of picking things up, I know I signed up last week for my Arctic plunge.
It's going to be cold. January 20th, baby.
Just around the corner.
Yes, just around the corner. Hawkeye Wrestling Club. Annual fundraiser, the Arctic Plunge. It's so much fun. People dress up in costume. They go out and they help us fundraise for our athletes. And it's one of the biggest fundraisers of the year, and it's one of the most fun, in my opinion. So, yeah. It's
you
cold,
don't mind
though.
Water.
Yeah. If you don't mind a little cold water, it's good. We usually do it out there at Brown Deer, and that's a nice little spot here in town, and we bring out our sauna truck and our sauna trailer, and we just have a great time. So if you haven't heard about that, you need to go to our website, HawkeyeWrestlingClub.com. Check it out. See what our fans are doing every year to help support our club guys. You know, guys like Spencer Lee, Austin DeSanto, Alex Marinelli, Caleb Young, Jacob Warner, Pat Lugo, Jeremiah Moody.
Yeah.
Brandon Sorensen. Those guys, they are so impactful on our wrestlers. It can't be understated. I mean, it can't be overstated. It's just so valuable to have those guys around our team for as long as possible. You know, think about Spencer Lee.
Yeah.
The guy is just incredible. And Austin DeSanto. And then you got guys like Alex Marinelli who can help with their, the type of person that they really are, right? Like he's a Christian family man. What a good role model for your young athletes. So,
when these guys are training, not just to train and be good influences on the college guys, but they've got goals for themselves.
Absolutely.
And, Spencer just won the Bill Farrell a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
They got the is it the U.S. Open coming up later this month?
So the U.S.
We are
Open.
in December now. So
it's December 1 this month. 2 weeks. So December 16 and 17, they're going down to Dallas-Fort Worth. All of our guys are going down to compete. It's Olympic Trials Qualifiers tournament. So the top 5 athletes of that event, they get to go and wrestle for a chance to be an Olympian. And that's in April in State College. So it's super important. Like I said, only top 5 guys per weight class go. Spencer Lee's already qualified, so he will be in State College. He will have an opportunity to be our Olympic rep in 2024, which is really what it's all about. I mean, really, these guys, you're right, it's not just about mentorship. It's about personal to growth and development of themselves to achieve their goals. And there's not a lot of organizations out there that can say that our goal is to win world Olympic titles. It's a big deal, and it's a hard task, and Tom and Terry Branzer and Dan Dennis are leading that way. So
remind me, with those Olympic trials, does everybody compete in that, or do you have guys that have been on world teams that are automatically in the final? So you have the challenge tournament, and then
So this U.S. Open is people that haven't qualified. Now you will have some people that have already qualified, and they'll wrestle at this event. As kind of maybe like a tune-up or something like that, but a lot of your big stars that have been on the world team or have returning world medalists, they will not be wrestling at this event. It's mainly the guys that are trying to get a spot at that Olympic trials in April.
But at the trials, though,
yeah.
I'm trying to remember how they. Because I know U.S. Wrestling has changed it a little bit.
Yeah. So any world medalist. Okay. So good question. So any world medalist. So per weight class, if it's at an Olympic weight class, they will sit out. If they won a world medal last year, they will sit out in the finals, the best of 3.
Okay.
If they are a non-Olympic weight class returning world medalists, they will sit out to the semifinals of the mini tournament.
Okay.
All right. So essentially, you don't have anyone sitting in the finals. So they get advanced all the way to the semis. All right. So like Vito Arujo, if he goes up or down, don't know where he's going, probably down. He will sit in the semifinals of the mini tournament to see who goes in the best of 3 final at 150 or 57 kilos.
Okay.
And I don't remember if it's the top side of the bracket or bottom side, but they get a little bit of advantage for being a premier wrestler.
Yeah.
Right? So
understandable.
Yeah, understandable. So yeah, we got it's an Olympic year. It's a big season for NCAA wrestling, and it's a big season for our international guys. I named all of them earlier, and they're working really hard. They put all their chips into this. They are ready to go out there and make a team.
Talk to us a little bit about the Bill Farrell, because I know you went with the guys, and I mean, Alex and Jacob both finished second.
That's right.
And then Spencer won it.
Yep.
Lugo wrestled well. DeSanto wrestled well. He got a third place.
Yeah, so let's start at the bottom. Spencer Lee was dominant. I think he, besides the finals match, he teched everyone in his bracket on his way to a gold medal there, where he beat Magnaludis, who was tough.
Yeah.
Obviously tough. And he did it in a pretty handedly. It was a pretty controlled match. And then Austin DeSanto and Lugo, they actually wrestled each other on the backside of the bracket. And me and Dennis's opinion is they should have been met in the finals. But DeSanto ended up winning that match, and then he won to take third in a pretty tough bracket. So, and then we have Marinelli, who had a big win, and we're looking at him right here as Berger. He wrestled Berger in the semis, and just a really stingy, smart match, and won that match in the semis, and then he fell to Nolf in the finals.
Nolf had a heck of a tournament himself.
Nolf is tough. He's a competitor. And then Jacob Warner also had a good tournament, lost to Mike Machiavello in the finals. And, really, Warner, he can win that match. I think we talked after the bout, and it was mainly like, that was just a strategic veteran that you wrestled, and you've been wrestling freestyle for a lot less time. So just, shoring things up and getting more ready for him the next time you go out. So we feel really good. I know that two guys that didn't wrestle at the Farrell were Jeremiah Moody and Ironman, and I believe they're both looking forward to Dallas, where they can put it on the line as well. So, yeah, it's going to be great.
Go to HawkeyeWrestlingClub.com and learn about the athletes, learn about the events, learn about the Inner Circle.
That's right.
Learn how to donate for the Arctic Plunge. All kinds of ways to help support these guys that help our team here, and then also chase their dreams and trying to get those Olympic and World Championships. So
that's right. Yeah, so we couldn't do any of this without our Inner Circle, people that give to us every single month. It's a recurring donation. It's so impactful for our guys and our team and our program. I really you can't say it enough how appreciative we are with our people that are willing to do that every month, and then obviously the people that come to our events and do that too. So lots of ways to give if you're feeling generous. I know it's the giving season, right? It's right before the end of the year.
Search for Steven, Steven.
Chad
Grace,
Beatty.
Grace.
You look for Chad Beatty's plunge, and you donate right there. Hey, if they give to you, that's still good for me.
It's still coming for you.
It's still good for me.
That's right.
But I'll take your pledges too. I want to stand up on that award stand high.
Again, HawkeyeWrestlingClub.com for more information. It's time for our Hawkeye Women's Wrestling Update, brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, featuring the Draft Day Sports Lounge, where you'll find great food, beverages, and the Top Golf Swing Suite ready to play. Hawkeyes, no competitions of late. They will return to action on December 10th at the North Central College Invitational in Naperville, Illinois. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, located just minutes south of Iowa City, proud to be the presenting sponsor of the inaugural season of Hawkeye Women's Wrestling. Thank you, Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, for your partnership with the Iowa Hawkeyes. We move to 165 pounds.
Caliendo.
Michael Caliendo for the Hawkeyes, taking on Lucas Ravano. He was listed as one of the options at 157, but they bumped him up. Underway here, Hawks leading by a score of 12-3 in the team score, winning 4 out of the first 5 matches. Just some tough hand fighting in this first 15 seconds. A slide-by attempt there by Ravano. High crotch attempt by Caliendo missed. Ravano tried to get around behind, but again, Caliendo hustling, squares back up with him.
Caliendo is just so strong. He stays in really, really good position.
Tried an elbow pass right there. Looked like slow motion. He started with it and kind of got caught on the elbow and then continued to follow through with it. Mm-hmm. It's one of those where if the timing's maybe a little bit better, hopefully you see some good results from it. But
yeah. Just a little half step slow today.
1 minute off the clock here in the first. No score, 165 pounds.
Caliendo down low in his stance, taking ground. Tries to do a little duck under here.
Stop it. His headgear comes undone. He was trying to snap it while still wrestling. They get it redone. Both guys redoing their headgear. Fresh start, 1:36 to go in the first. Caliendo taps, missed on that shot. Reshot attempt there by Rano, but we're able to sit through, flatten him down, and get around behind for the three.
That was a great adjustment there. He sat through to his hip and to his butt and kind of like a boot scoot almost.
And that's one thing I know we've talked about over the years, chain wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
You take a shot, you don't follow through and say, oh, I didn't get it. You stop. You keep doing other things.
Yeah, he just
sometimes
kept
you
moving.
Put three or four things together and you score.
Yeah, he did a really nice job there through that entire series of positions.
3-1 is the lead inside of a minute to go, first period.
There's that little boot scoot again. He kind of it almost looks like he's sliding into second base, right, with his left leg and towards the other guy's left leg, and it's like a slide by.
The high crotch attempt by Rano. Reshot
nice
there by
re-tap.
Caliendo. Gets to the leg. Cuts across to the far one for three.
Nice job. This is a little spark plug we needed here. A couple takedowns early in this first period with 30 seconds left. We're not able to ride him, though. They're not putting on a big ride. We only have 18 seconds worth of riding time.
It looked like that time, especially when he got the takedown, it was almost like he didn't even really have the hand control. Tries throwing an underhook by to the far ankle, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, these guys are doing a good job of getting to like a hip heist or like a short sit position and just hipping out. Pretty easy here.
6-2 will be the lead for Caliendo. As
heavy clubs, I love it. A couple heavy clubs there at the end of the first period. Both guys make eye contact like, are we doing this?
Let's go. Let's have some fun.
I like that. I don't think you want to do that with Caliendo, though.
No. Rano chooses down to begin the second period.
Cradle attempt.
Cradle attempt, couldn't get it. Tried going into a cow catcher, couldn't get it. Rano out for the escape. 6-3 now is the lead for Caliendo. Referee getting low. He's sensing some of those heavy clubs, and he's making sure that they're keeping it within the realms of the wrestling.
Yeah, he's paying.
I said as there's another high crotch attempt. I was talking to, I think it was Jesse Donenworth.
Jesse D.
Said, I don't really recognize either of these refs. It's like, was that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm like, I don't know. We'll see how they go.
I'm sure some of our wrestlers recognize them. I think they've officiated at the NCAA tournament before.
Minute 10 to go here in the second period.
And if they ever did you wrong, you recognize them.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. There's another long double leg attack. He goes right to a single, comes up to his feet into a dump. Now he's driving all the way across for
not quite three.
Good wrestling.
Good scrambling from both guys.
There's
Caliendo,
three. Nice job.
3 different times.
Nice job.
Thought he had him down.
And Tom Brantz is fired up.
Caliendo's got blood, it looks like.
It looks like he's coming from his nose, but that was really good continuous wrestling there.
Well, he hit that from a long ways away, got to the leg, thought we had him. As he drove him down,
again, that hip
Rano
heist.
able to hip, scramble out, but we kept the hands on him and tried to drive him back to the mat again, same thing. And then that third time, finally we're able to plant those hips and make sure that he could not get away. Makes the score 9-3.
Yeah, that was really good action. That's probably the best sequence we've seen tonight.
Pioneer brand corn hybrids deliver proven performance bag after bag. Contact your local Pioneer sales rep to learn how you can get the most out of your acres. It's funny, when it stays in one place, I can actually read it without stumbling.
That pre-match interview, he's trying to do a bit, and he was reading it from his phone, and it kept switching orientation. So
that's interviewing Tom. I've got a picture of it, and I went to read it, and it turned on me, so I had to stop. So I went to turn it back, and it turned the other way. Oh, man.
Hey, you can lock that.
Yeah, I know.
I'll show you later.
Hey, at least it's not a flip phone.
Sometimes I would want that.
Yeah. Back to action here. Good effort again from Rano on the bottom side. Almost tried to suck him back right there, but he gets the control, out for the escape. 30 seconds to go, second period. Caliendo for the Hawkeyes, a 9-4 lead. Only 39 seconds built towards his riding time. Well, another thing Mark and I talk about a lot, Chad, is when you finish, you want to finish strong. Don't let these guys roll around, do crazy things. And we saw that on that last flurry right there.
Yeah, we did.
You got to plant those hips, plant them hard, and don't let them go an inch. Otherwise, it creates an opening. Shot attempt right there at the end. Caliendo double unders. Tried throwing it by, but couldn't get anywhere with it. 9-4 as we go to the third. Caliendo will start down. Tom Brand's up.
Says no cradle, head up, head up.
Head up, get out.
This guy's kind of playing some games here with Caliendo. Shooting straight through his face when there's no attempt there, and then riding just now. He's really kind of up in his chest, or up on his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of strange here.
Quick escape for Caliendo, makes it 10-4. Rano tapping the head a couple of times. Caliendo shakes his head as he steps away. Now looks to come back across. Stay in good low position.
There's another good pass by to a takedown. Nice work.
High crotch, and he just got right around the hips and drove him right to the mat. Rano tried to get that hand control, and Caliendo just kept the pressure forward, and he's got those hips down. 13-4 as we approach a minute 10 to go here in the match. 48 seconds and counting of riding time for Caliendo.
Doing a nice job pinning his hips to the mat here as he's getting that 2-on-1 or that 1-on-1 here.
Trying to get that left wrist back. Rano building up to his knee.
There's riding time.
Caliendo around the waist, picks him up and throws him down. That spikes the hips.
Woo!
That's
Gotta
what you like
love
to
it.
see.
I love it.
47 on the clock. 13-4 is the lead for Caliendo. He's got 109 of riding time. I like they switched it. They put the score
With
picture-in-picture up there on the video board.
Yeah, that's way better. Caliendo bleeding a little bit here from his mouth, it looks like.
Gives up the escape. 13-5. 14-5 with the riding
heavy
time.
Clubs.
Stop it for those clubs.
The side official smiling, which I like to see. Oh, that's good. But neither one of these guys are really holding back here with this hand fight, and I love it.
Both guys changed levels at the same time. Rano coming back across. Caliendo, though, fighting for that inside position. Both guys, again, changed levels at the same time. 5 seconds left.
4 seconds.
And Caliendo will get bonus points for the Hawkeyes. A 14-5 major decision.
Oh,
puts
we're
the
a little
Hawks up
chippy here.
16-3. Back right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Move to 174 pounds. Patrick Kennedy for the Hawkeyes taking on Nick Incontrera. Depending on the rankings that you look at, It's either 9 versus 13 or 14 versus 10.
Yeah, I'm excited about this match.
A couple of good hard-nosed wrestlers, though.
That's right.
Incontrera been around for a while, done some good things, but Patrick Kennedy's pretty darn good himself.
New kid on the block here. Kind of. At this weight, maybe, right?
At this weight, yeah.
Hey, sometimes you got to find a way to get in the lineup. And this is his opportunity, maybe.
Nice ankle pick attempt right there, but Incontrera able to keep control of the hand. Fight that off. Incontrera trying to find a front headlock against us.
He's doing a good job. Elbow control here. Very, just really kind of sticky with that elbow on both sides. Kind of very like Okie State-esque. As Kennedy's trying to get to his tie here early in this first period.
1:50 to go here in the first. Kennedy snaps, reaches for that ankle pick. Reshot attempt there by Incontrera. Comes up with an underhook. Over-under situation right here.
Patrick did a good job of keeping his head down and blocking that re-attack.
Patrick trying to use that underhook, and then Incontrera swims out of it.
Yeah, both these guys are doing a lot here. Contreras trying to do like an elbow pass, and then he's going like a slide by. Kennedy's doing a good job of snapping and then faking. So really good first period so far.
1:05 to go in the first. Inside position on that left-handed collar for Incontrera. Kennedy reaches up, snaps to clear out of it. Double leg attempt there by Incontrera. We're hipping into him. He's got control of the leg. Trying to step over. We're back out front, though, squaring up. He's trying to suck it back in. We're trying to hip in. He's trying to step over our ankle.
He steps
over. Got a whizzer
here.
in.
Shin whizzer.
Kennedy trying to get heavy with that. 30 seconds to go. Incontrera using some length. Trying to step around behind. Looking to elevate with it.
Incontrera
come up over the head. Kennedy trying to keep that toe on the mat. Now he's able to stand up. Incontrera is. And looking to trip us down. Patrick able to sprawl back out of the way.
Good job, Kennedy.
Reaches, grabs that far ankle. Can't hang on to it. We're doing the splits right on the edge. And Patrick Kennedy fights that off.
Hey, that is good wrestling by Patrick Kennedy to not give up a takedown there. Short time on the period.
Kennedy fixing the knee brace, or the knee pad, excuse me. Defers his choice. Incontrera will start down. Join the Iowa Lottery VIP Club to enter to win tickets to see sold-out Iowa men's wrestling with the Countdown to Carver promotion. Play Hawkeye Gold scratch tickets today. Kennedy trying to get forward pressure. Incontrera onto a knee, leaning back into Patrick. Patrick works him back down to the base, trying to throw a half in. Incontrera back up onto a knee.
Getting to that like second level with a knee and then leg up. And he keeps going, dropping back down as Kennedy's doing a good job kind of navigating that position.
Hand control that time by Incontrera. Gets the escape. So he leads 1-0 over Iowa's Patrick Kennedy. A minute and a half to go here, second period. Patrick got 22 seconds built towards riding time.
Heavy overhand snap there.
Let's see how Patrick holds up. Obviously, there's a nice shot. Head to the inside to Incontrera's right.
Great knee pull. Now he's bringing it all the way up to his feet.
Limp arms, trying to adjust. Get it up underneath the armpit. See if he can get it even higher. Trying to pull him back towards the center.
Bring him back in the middle. Yeah, bring him back in.
Reaches across, trying to trip him down. Incontrera showing flexibility, though.
Incontrera super tall again.
This is where Mark always says treetop it. Get it even higher.
Yeah, there he does a good job transitioning. He had the foot on the backside of his body. Now he's bringing it to the front, trying to get it.
Incontrera just pushing our head down. Patrick still has that leg under the armpit.
He's got to change pace here. He's kind of staying the same pace and not a lot of changing. He needs to like spike it real quick.
trying to adjust it. Staying right on the edge. There he lost control of it.
Gave up the single. Needs to get back to that offense, though. That's really good.
14 seconds left. Incontrera in deep on us now. Trying to get up over the head. Reaching across and takes us down for 3. Right at the end of the period, and Kennedy's going to trail 4-0. Kennedy's choice. He's going to go down. Patrick, kind of like last week, Chad, looking just a little tired.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, you got to find a way to get in the lineup. And when you bump up weight classes, it's different. It's different, and the toll is on your muscles because you're taxing them so much more than people that are at your weight class. That's why we have weight categories.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course he's going to get tired. That's part of the development of changing weight classes and getting in the lineup.
A little workup for the escape.
He did a nice job there. Really good job. He couldn't spend any time on bottom, and he didn't. Now a takedown ties it.
Caught reaching in. Somersault's over. Incontrera trying to pop that head out. Kennedy trying to scramble right here.
Flat on his butt with his legs straight out in front of him.
Now he's able to get the leg up over, so now he's draped around to the side.
He's
locked through the crotch,
which is good.
Now looking for neutral danger.
No danger. Two count. He needs 3 to get a score.
Rolls him back over. Still locked through the crotch.
We're going to stalemate this. We need to stalemate this here.
Incontrera trying to elevate again. Still circling in. No longer has the crotch locked. Kennedy hanging onto the ankle.
Kennedy's got both ankles here with his head down.
And there's the 3. That'll make it 7-1. All the coaches up telling Incontrera, cut him, take him down again, try to get that major. 30 seconds left. Kennedy trails 7-2.
Kennedy's moving forward here, trying to get to something here. And
there
he loses another sweep single. Man, alive. Got to come up. He's down by 8. We need an escape here with 7 seconds left.
Fighting, almost got out. They go out of bounds. They let the clock run an extra half second. This crowd going nuts like Incontrera's winning the national title.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a big win. It's a big win.
Kennedy, see if he can explode out. Caution on bottom.
Like I said, I mean, you're going to get everyone's best effort every single time. So, yeah, to their fans and to their community, this is a big, big win. Anytime you can beat a Hawk, it's a big win.
Yeah. Gotta get the clock reset to 3.27 seconds. Kennedy almost got out, but could not. 10-2 major decision for Incontrera. 16-7 is the lead for the Hawkeyes. Back right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Rising energy prices are sending winter heat bills through the roof. But what can you do about it? The experts at Robbie Hardware can help. Stay warm and lower heating costs with a high-efficiency furnace or geothermal system that'll help with energy rate hikes now and into the future. Take control of rising heat bills and visit RobbieHardware.com for a free estimate on a more efficient heating system that'll pay back in savings for years to come. That's Robbie, R-A-B-E Hardware.com.
Rig.
184 pounds, Aiden Riggins for the Hawkeyes.
The big rig. Here we go.
He's taking on Maximus Hale. 16-7 is the lead for the Hawkeyes.
Aiden Riggins. Here we go.
Waverly Shell Rock, stand up and take a bow.
That's right. That black and gold. Are they wrestling at the Danny Brook?
I don't know for sure. I forgot to look to see who all was there.
I feel like yes, but I don't know.
A lot of good teams wrestling in Coralville this weekend.
That's right.
From around the Midwest. Riggins looking for a sweep attempt there, but couldn't get it.
Front headlock here.
Riggins clears out of it. 2-on-1 now by Hale. Head on the opposite side, though. Reaches for our leg. We're able to hip into him, into our own front headlock. Ankle, 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 ankle.
Not quite. So we just stalemate.
2:07 to go here in the first.
Aiden with a nice shot.
Couldn't get all the way through, though. Now he's caught in a front headlock.
Kind of a tripod front headlock here for Riggins. Needs to come up and clear, get that head all the way across.
Oh, almost gets tossed. Able to scramble, and now he's in trouble.
Whip over position here.
Whip over position. He's going to give up. Well, no near falls yet.
Riggins doing a really good job here, fighting hard to get off his back. I don't know if they've given any swipes or not.
I haven't seen him swipe any yet.
But he is not in a good spot here.
Showing flexibility, but that takes a lot to fight off. They're starting to count it. That was tight. Missed it, I think. It's got a minute 15 to try to keep fighting this off.
Oh, Riggins. Come on. Keep fighting, big dog.
There's the fall. 1 minute, 55 seconds, the time of the fall.
And we're in a dogfight now, boys.
16-13 in favor of the Hawks.
We
Back
are
right
in a
after this.
dogfight.
This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
If you see a traffic tie-up and you can pass along the details safely, give us a call on the Cornell Mutual Traffic Tip Line, 319-423-6868, sponsored by First Maxfield Mutual Insurance.
When you're unemployed, it can seem like there's no way out. But with the right tools, suddenly it all just clicks. Develop new skills and find your path to a new career at findsomethingnew.org. A message from the Ad Council.
197 pounds. Things just got a little bit more interesting with that fall by Maximus Hale over Aiden Riggins.
Yeah, you wanna shake it up a little bit. Do that. Holy cow!
Yeah.
This place is electric now, and now we gotta shut them up again.
16,
I mean, that's a task.
13.
Zach Glazier here. He's got no slouch either.
Taking
This
on
kid's
number
tough.
26, Martin Cosgrove, a freshman with a 7-2 record. Well, like we've said most of the night, looks lean, long.
Yeah, same. Their whole team is kind of that look. Good hand fight here at the start of this 97-pound bout. It's like they shook up the beehive here.
Yeah. It is a beehive, Coach Brand said coming into it. Back to Riggins. He just got his hands out of position a little bit and got caught in that whip over spot. Did a good job fighting, but way too much time when it happened, and he just couldn't fight any longer.
He just was not in a good spot.
A minute gone by here. First period, no score. Glazier and Cosgrove. There's Cosgrove in on a snatch attempt. Toe to the mat. Good job hipping in by Glazier to fight out of that.
There's a nice low
shot.
single. Good
Elevates.
shot by Glazier there. Now he's coming up.
Gets across to the three.
Takedown. Sound like Mark Ironside saying 2 takedown. 3 takedown.
Glazier trying to put on a tough ride here, going into that claw.
Forward.
Cosgrove at his base now, trying to tripod up, reaching up to peel that claw out of there.
This is
Glazier
good.
now grabbing that far wrist, see if he can do something with it.
Nice work here.
Lost control of it, capping the ankle, now to a tripod. Back into that claw. Hand
30
control,
seconds
escape.
there. 31 seconds of ride time in the first period is huge for us.
We need to get that ankle band off the mat so somebody doesn't slip on it.
Glazier doing a good job controlling these ties.
45 to go in the first. Glazier leading 3-1. Cosgrove looked to change levels, but Glazier controlling that wrist just with the down block. Swipes for the leg, but Cosgrove able to clear up out of it.
Glazier's got to get him moving side to side here to get a little bit of an angle with a pass by. There's a double.
Cuts off to the single, trying to elevate.
Did a nice job. The kid was trying to cut to the corner and like sit on him.
Reach across to the far ankle for 3 more.
Good job.
Head to the mat as soon as he got that 3 right there.
Very, very disciplined there on that shot. The other guy was trying to sit and kind of catch his leg and kind of roll there. Didn't let him. Nice job.
Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa wrestling. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets in Iowa City.
Man, we could really use a bonus win victory here for ourselves.
That would be nice. Cosgrove starts down. Glazier leading 6-1. He's got 45 seconds in building here towards riding time. Reaches to the far ankle. Trying to drive through. Gets him back to his base at least. Cosgrove working back up to his feet. We pull him back down to his butt. Into a sit-out. There's the hand control. Escape. But we did get 1:05 on the riding time clock. There's a shot by Cosgrove. Head to the inside. Glazier hipping into him.
Glazier's heavy here. Really doing a good job. No chance. No chance. We got to him 2 times already pretty easily. We just need to pull that trigger and really get back into our offense. He gets to his leg, he's scoring.
Misdirection attempt there by Cosgrove. Glazier, good position, didn't fall for it. 6-2 lead for Glazier, 16-13 the lead for the Hawkeyes.
Nice.
Glazier.
Nice.
Couldn't quite get all the way through. Comes back up to an underhook. He went for that left-handed high crotch.
Yeah, a little left-handed knee pull there with Glazier.
Low single attempt by Cosgrove. He's pretty deep on this. Glazier trying to whizzer, could not. And there's the takedown, makes it 6-5.
We're just letting these guys stay around. We're letting them stay around too long by giving up these types of takedowns.
Glazier up on his base, tripod to his feet.
That's illegal.
There's an illegal hold as he tried pulling him back.
And one escape. Yeah,
and one escape.
That was a 2-point exchange there. So what had happened is he was riding him from behind, and both of his feet came off the mat. Kind of like a standing crab ride, I guess you would call it. And that's illegal. You got to have at least 1 foot down on the mat at all times, because it could really hurt our athletes. But Glazier did a good job, and he turned and cut and got an escape before they stopped the action. So that was really smart wrestling.
Questioning if there was illegal hold, do you still give the escape? And the referee over explaining that. Molly's Cupcakes, proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Big 2 points right there for Glazier. Makes it 8-5 again with 20 seconds to go here in the second period. It will be Glazier's choice in the third. Riding time back down to 46 seconds.
Yeah, get another takedown here. End of the period would have been huge, but not quite enough time. Glazier's choice, right?
Yep. 8-5. Glazier's going to start down. Glazier gets set. Cosgrove covers. Glazier trying to get up to his feet there, staying at his base. Cosgrove down to an ankle, now just pushes him away, so that makes it 9-5. Cosgrove basically rode for just a few seconds, but knew he got to get something from his feet.
Yeah, and he cut our riding time down to 34 seconds, so we need to, like I said, get one more takedown here, minimum, and I think we can. I think Glazier, he can kind of sense these attacks. He's doing a good job of moving him.
Shot from a ways away by Cosgrove. Ankle picked on the reshot there by Glazier. Couldn't follow through with it.
The home team is wanting stalling call, but I just don't see it.
It's one of those, unfortunately, it's like a shot counter. Oh, he took 3 shots. Well, the other guy's still doing stuff, though.
Yeah, it's just not warranted. I mean, Glazier's been pushing the pace all match, very forward motion.
I don't know. There's times that, yes, it's obvious. There's other times where both guys are just wrestling hard. Oh, Glazier steps in a little too heavy into a front headlock. 40 seconds to go here. Shot again by Cosgrove. Couple of attempts. Now Glazier front head. Ooh, looked like he had to go behind here, but unable to follow through with it. Double wrist lock by Cosgrove. They clear up out of it. 20 seconds to go. Misdirection attempt as he comes across, but Glazier just keeps his hands on him.
I think Glazier just wrestled a really kind of controlled third period instead of going after, going and trying to get another takedown.
Yeah.
He was just being very safe.
19-13 after the 9-5 win for Glazier.
But a good match, really, all in all. Good match.
We'll be back with the heavyweights right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hey, Hawk fans, if you're going to Indianapolis for the Big Ten Championship, make sure you come to the Tin Roof Bar on Pennsylvania Street, downtown Indy. Doug Wagner here. Hawkeye great Marvin McNutt and I will be broadcasting live from 3 to 5 p.m. for a special 2-hour Casey's Bumper Brigade brought to you by Al Turfer Cat. Come by and show your Hawkeye pride at the Tin Roof downtown Indy on Saturday afternoon. There will be drink specials, live music, food, and plenty of black and gold. Plus Marvin McNutt and me, Doug Wagner, at the Tin Roof Indy this Saturday. See you there and go Hawks.
Final match of the night. We move to the heavyweights.
Bradley Hill.
Bradley Hill for the Hawkeyes taking on Cole Urbis. Long, lanky 97-pounder that bumped up.
Yeah, he's a tall drink of water.
Hawks lead by 6 in the team score.
Now, the Bettendorf Bulldogs are definitely at the Donnybrook this weekend. I saw them posting on their Instagram earlier today. Bettendorf grad Bradley Hill won a Fargo national title in high school. At 2.
What did he win this summer? Didn't he win one of the junior?
Yes, he was a finalist in the junior. I don't know if he won that tournament.
I thought he did.
I think he was a finalist. He lost in the finals in Vegas. I remember that to the Okie State kid. And his name is slipping me right now, but Bradley Hill is developing. He is very tough. He's got a great room, and we really like Bradley Hill.
1:50 to go here, first period, no score. Big snap by Hill.
Nice,
it's a nice sweep into a double drive.
Great
through
takedown.
For 3.
Nice job committing to that shot, running all the way through him.
Now he's going into a crossface.
He's
got a
looking for
leg
Turk.
in.
Looking for Turk here. Come on, pull that shoulder to you.
There he's driving
Good.
it through.
Get those swipes.
Getting it cranked
there
up over.
It is.
Now see if he can adjust and settle in a little bit more.
Nice job, Bradley Hill.
A little high on it. Now he's got that bow and arrow kind of.
Oh, he's got them all twisted up. I love it. Let's pin him.
Let's go of it, trying to readjust. Still hasn't got his 4 yet. He's still got that leg turn.
4 count.
There he
it
does.
is.
So 7-0 is the lead. Now Hale coming out front, trying to get that Gable arm bar. Knee posted by the head. Can't get it.
Edge of mat here.
It's hard from this vantage point. One, those lights are really bright, shining down.
Yeah.
But then this mat, it's the Penn logo. So there's like a white line at a diagonal through the middle with a giant P, and then the side towards Penn is red. The side towards us is blue.
Purple.
But then it's like a gray circle.
Yeah.
So on that far side where
it's a hard
white,
out of balance line,
you just
can't
can't
really
see it.
Yeah. No, it's blue. I'm messing.
A little bit of American history. If Penn had anything other than blue and white and
That's
red,
right.
they would be
shame on them.
Disowned, I think.
That's right.
Hale trying to work that wrist.
He's got 1 minute and 20 seconds of riding time and a 7-0 lead. He's doing a good job. The guy's flat on his belly.
Reaching back.
It's the first time
to flatten him down.
Yeah, the first time the whole Penn staff is sitting in their corner. They've been standing up all night.
Well, Bradley's got to be smart as we go forward here because they, I think, sent him out just thinking, hey, he's long. He's probably a pinning kind of guy. So don't get yourself in a precarious situation.
Yeah, that's
University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare, proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes.
And we were right, weren't we? Look, he chose top here to start the second period. He goes instantly to a claw ride on Hale as Hale bases out.
Reaching up, trying to peel that arm free. Capping our ankle. Hale into his tripod. Putting all that weight coming forward. Hale staying in that tripod.
Yeah, he's really...
Bump back down to his base. Still riding our right ankle.
Claw ankle cap. Claw ankle cap. He's really trying to lean way off to the side here. He's trying to roll us through and catch us on our back there. That's what he wants. He wants Hale to break his core strength so he can roll us all the way through.
See, this is where I struggle.
Now
leg
is
in.
He's on a count, though, because he's holding that far ankle. He stopped the count. Nice job, Hale.
Up to his feet and out for the escape.
Good work, Hale. He felt him get a little bit high. He was sagging off to the side a little bit, and Hale just exploded up to his feet and came.
8-0 is the lead for Hale now.
Go get another takedown. Go get another takedown.
Those are situations that I always struggle with because you always see the bottom guy get called for stalling. But to me, the top guy just, I mean, we have guys that have done it before too. There's a sweep attempt, couldn't get all the way through. But you're just capping that ankle, doing that claw, and basically all you can do is peel that out. I mean, Hale was able to eventually move just enough, got him high. But
that's right.
It's like sometimes that's more of a stalemate and get a fresh start.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, he did a good job navigating that position. It's not an easy position to be in, especially with this guy's length. I mean,
yeah,
they're standing next to each other. He's again another 3 inches taller than Hale.
Yeah. 8-0 as we go to the third. Hale chooses neutral. Riding time not a factor. After Hale got
you
ridden
just don't
for
want
about
to
a
take
minute.
any. You don't want to take any chances. He got away obviously, but you don't want to take a chance of being underneath of him.
I would almost let's go for top. See if we can turn him.
Yeah, some of these guys they're sneaky, right? They'll throw it. They'll make you get a leg in.
Yeah.
Just to leg pass you, right? And then they're on top as a reversal. So it's smart by the coaches to say neutral here.
For sure. 1:20 to go. Ankle. I know it's easier said than done, and when we're watching it way out here, but there's times where it feels like they're just planted. And you just pull the head down a little bit and drive that ankle back up to you.
Yeah, like you said, easier said than done, and there's Hill's doing a good job. He's staying squatted in his stance. He's moving forward. He's making this guy work really, really hard. He's being stingy and smart, and that's exactly what we needed him to do.
Urbis trying to throw an underhook in, but we clear out of that quickly. 35 seconds to go. Urbis shot. We reshoot into a snatch. Urbis trying to get around, cut the corner on us, and does for the 3. Just like you said, here, take my leg so I can take you down.
Yeah, yep. He was playing possum a little bit, and then he kind of sat the corner there on a high crotch and took advantage of it. So now we got 15 seconds left. His only hope is to turn us here,
and even that is, he's got to get a pin out of it.
Yeah.
We've got the leg pulled out. Hill to his feet. Tries kicking out, cannot, but he will get the win by a score of 8-3. Hawks win by a score of 22-13. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with your post meet right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
You wouldn't wear the same clothes every day, so why are you drinking only one kind of beer? Experience the largest area selection of craft beer at local craft cellar. Craft beer, non-alcoholic beverages, snacks, meats, and the hard stuff too. Bourbon, tequila, gin, and more. There really is something for everyone and every occasion at local craft cellar. Stop in today at 7085 C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road.
iHeartRadio. Here are the top police songs that you've thumbed up. Number 3, Roxanne. Number 2, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. Number 1, Every Breath You Take.
Every breath you take, and every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you.
Hear more from The Police and similar artists now. Search for The Police on iHeartRadio. All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
We've all felt left out. And for people who move to this country, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Palestra. Stephen Grace and Chad Beatty wrapping things up from a 22-13 win for the Hawkeyes here tonight. And Chad, gritty, I think, out of both teams. I think Penn came, showed that they weren't going to back down. The Hawks dug deep, found a way to win in a lot of those matches.
Yeah, I don't think we looked as good as we've looked in the past, and I think that they looked ready to beat us. Like, they were coming out, they wanted to beat this team, and you could see it tonight. I think our level dropped and their level rose, and what that turned into is just a not awesome match for our guys. I mean, we did win some tough matches, and we did have some really good wins and showings, but overall, the whole team, I don't think anyone's in that locker room pleased with their performance. Well, and that's important for their development moving forward. I mean, if we were pleased with that performance, we should, reevaluate.
Yeah. Well, you heard Coach talk about it pre-meet. I mean, he said, understand, they're going to be amped up. It's going to be a tough. I mean, he said it this week during his media availability. It's a beehive in here. And his final words to me, be ready, be ready.
Be ready.
He knew there's going to be some funky things. They're going to find ways, and, you got to be able to get through it. But at the same time, having been through it, we've seen it a lot over the years. What happens in December has an impact, but it doesn't mean a lot because you're building throughout the year. It's a process.
Yeah, some of these losses that we took today, they will impact us later at the national tournament. I guarantee it. But, I think, like, the results here will impact our team in a positive way moving forward, because we have some things that we can go back to and say, hey, we need to get better here. We need to get better here, so that way those outcomes don't happen again. So
if you're looking for a place to stay near Iowa City and the University of Iowa, Hyatt Regency Coralville offers a memorable experience. The newly remodeled 288-room hotel features an on-site restaurant, a new cafe serving Starbucks, a beautiful outdoor terrace, and much more. Hyatt Regency Coralville, located in the Iowa River Landing District, and is within walking distance to unique restaurants, luxury retailers, and live events at Extreme Arena. Chad, I'm going to let you sign off. You got some duties to take care of. We got Gino here.
Yeah,
making
Gino.
his way up. Retired, right? Are you done? Or are
Law
you still working?
enforcement.
You still working?
Yeah. He's retired.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gino's the man.
He's the man. We love Gino.
Matt Nelson, get out of here. What are you doing? What are you trying to do? What are you doing?
That's his recorder.
Quit playing with that recorder.
He's trying to get the stuff onto the highlight tape. He's got to get your voice out there like he did back at Cal Baptist.
What? I do know one thing. One thing I would like to say is just that I am glad that we have the team that we have. I would take our team over their team every single day of the week, and that is huge Hawkeye bias, but I think our team has a long way to go, and they can make that progress, and they're gonna get better every single time out, and I have confidence in that, and they should too. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater type of moment. I mean, it's not that bad, right?
Oh, no.
Like, we got a lot of positives that we can take from this, and we have a lot of development that we can do going into the second half, the Big Ten schedule of this season. So,
wins 7 out of the 10 matches.
That's right.
Ayala wins 8-7. Jace Rhodes drops a 5-0 decision. Real Woods gets a 5-0 decision. Voinovich wins 1-0. Franek wins 4-2. Caliendo with a 14-5 major. Kennedy drops 10-2 in the major. Aiden Riggins gets pinned in the first period. Glazier with a 9-5 win. Bradley Hill with an 8-3 win. And it makes the final score 22-13 for the Hawkeyes. Next match next Friday night, back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, taking on Columbia. That will be a 7 o'clock start time. We'll go on the air with a 6:45 pre-meet. Mark will be back with us then. But, Chad, thanks very much for filling in, pinching, being my huckleberry.
That's right. That's what I said. I'll be your huckleberry. I love it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. For Chad Beatty, this is Stephen Grace. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, it's not possible for us to be here and doing these broadcasts. Go support them. Tell them thank you for everything that they do for Hawkeye Wrestling. Until next Friday night, this is Stephen Grace. You've been listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
If you see a traffic tie-up and you can pass along the details safely, give us a call on the Cornell Mutual Traffic Tip Line, 319-423-6868, sponsored by White Pigeon Mutual Insurance.
Hit a deer? Call Premier. Premier Automotive in North Liberty is Eastern Iowa's most trusted name in auto body repair. Our premier reputation is built on providing superior customer service, accurate estimates, and high-quality work. Our experienced staff guarantees your vehicle is restored and back on the road in no time. Premier Automotive in North Liberty or online at premierautoiowa.com. Drive safely, but if you hit a deer, call Premier.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for yet another awe-inspiring episode of Cliff Notes Theater. Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie Titanic.
Oh. Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
Football is back. Stock up on your tailgate essentials with Local Craft Cellar. Local Craft Cellar in Cedar Rapids offers a large selection of craft beer, wines, and spirits, plus their giant selection of non-alcoholic beverages, untiled art, athletic brewing, and cannabis-infused social beverages from Climbing Kites. C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road. Local Craft Cellar, largest selection of craft beer in the area, and so much more.
Hi, Hawkeye fans. This is Nelson Brands, West High alum and current Hawkeye wrestler. The Brands family has trusted Dodge Street Tire for longer than I've been alive. Whether it's tires for our trucks and cars or expert mechanical service, Dodge Street Tire are winners in our book. That's why we trust Brian and his crew to do it right. For more than 30 years, Dodge Street Tire has been tough as nails for the Brands family and our community. Dodge Street Tire, on the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey, Hawk fans, if you're going to Indianapolis for the Big Ten Championship, make sure you come to the Tin Roof Bar on Pennsylvania Street, downtown Indy. Doug Wagner here. Hawkeye great Marvin McNutt and I will be broadcasting live from 3 to 5 p.m. for a special 2-hour Casey's Bumper Brigade brought to you by Altorfer Cat. Come by and show your Hawkeye pride at the Tin Roof downtown Indy on Saturday afternoon. There will be drink specials, live music, food, and plenty of black and gold. Plus Marvin McNutt and me, Doug Wagner, at the Tin Roof Indy this Saturday. See you there and go Hawks.
In this week's Marketers Report, Raja Manar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring Sonic and Sonic branding, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measured, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
We now join Fox Sports Radio, already in progress on 800 KXIC and available on your Amazon smart speakers just by saying, Alexa, play 800 KXIC on iHeartRadio.
Same. You'll regret that the rest of your life.
Well, that's true, and that's fair. I think there's a couple ways to look at it, and I'm not going to act like I know everything about Carson Beck and his game, okay? What I will say is this, Rob. This is his 4th year there. He's a redshirt junior. Okay, 4th year in the program, 1st year as a full-time starter, or really as a starter. Okay, hasn't lit the world on fire. He's accurate, but 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So on the one hand, I would say, look, a guy like this, he's older than, most of the guys he's playing with. And he should, if he's going to get drafted now, then to your point, Rob, go ahead and do it, because next year they're just going to pick your game apart even more.
Yep.
And you haven't started but 1 year, so you're not like a blue chipper, like a Caleb Williams or some of these other guys. So go ahead and make sure you get a chance in the NFL. That's one way to look at it. On the other hand, Rob, because he's only started 1 year, can he get better? I mean, does he come out next year and really light things up and improve his draft status where maybe he's a late first-round pick or something? I'm just throwing this out because I haven't seen enough of him to really know how good or not good his game is.
Well, let me say this,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. But Beck has been viewed by some scouts, Chris, as the most talented quarterback in Georgia quarterback since Matthew Stafford, who was the first overall pick.
Right.
So if they're talking about you,
but they haven't had a ton of great ones since then.
No, but I mean, if they're talking about you at that level, you know what I mean? Like it says something about you. I just wouldn't play around with getting hurt in college or having having them pick apart my game. If somebody's ready to make me a pro at a nice draft spot, Chris, I'm grabbing it. If that's what
it's hard to argue with that. Where you at, Rob G, on this? You may have seen more.
Should he stay? Yeah, you watch college football more than Chris and I.
I mean, he's physically talented, but like you said, Chris, I mean, maybe because it's Georgia and their style of play doesn't lend itself to the same kind of explosive offense that you might get, like we're seeing tonight in the Pac-12 championship game, and
Right.
You know, he's good. I'm not gonna say he's not good. I don't know if I've seen enough to be like, oh, that's definitely a first round caliber quarterback, though.
You think there's a chance? I mean, maybe they're trying to keep him, obviously, and
Right.
pay all this money. That maybe they'd open up the offense.
Sure, absolutely.
And let him shine.
And that's
next year,
usually
you know what I mean?
that's usually what happens when the guy's, you know, second, third year starting. That's when you really see the breakout season for
Right.
the most part.
So it's interesting. All right, keep it locked. We got an hour left of the Odd Couple. Fox Sports Radio. Hey, it's the Odd Couple. How do you own the day in sports? You make incredible plays. But how do the rest of us own the day? With Irish Spring, that fresh, clean Irish Spring scent and those sensational Irish Spring suds. You know what I'm talking about. It's like the perfect morning reset. You leave the shower all geared up to make today a grand slam or slam dunk, whatever sport you're into right now. When the spring hits you, you're ready. So pick up Irish Spring today.
Lowe's knows how to save pros time